Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. Our today's topic is letter writing. Inshallah, you will have an interesting video on letter writing. How many of you have been writing a letter in your life? Definitely, everybody will answer yes. Everybody has been writing letters in his life. This lesson is for all sections of grade 8. The activity of the day is how to write an informal letter. The day we are here, it is 2nd July 2020, and your teacher Sayyid Mubashir Hussain Shah is here addressing you. The main objectives of this lesson are to enable the students to define a letter. It means after this lesson, our students will be able to define a letter. They will have a nice definition on letter writing. The second objective is to enable the students to know about different kinds of letters. After this lesson, the students will be able to give different kinds of letters. Then at the end, we need to make the students able to write an effective informal letter. So the target point of this lesson is writing an informal letter as part of your syllabus. First of all, what is the definition of a letter? A letter is basically a written message. First thing you must know, it is not spoken message, it is a written message. A written conversation between two parties can be taken as a letter to keep the record of the conversation. Then this type of written message is handwritten as well as it can be printed on a piece of paper. Usually such type of written messages are sent to the recipient via mail or post in an envelope, but posting in an envelope is not compulsory. In between different offices, it can be sent in a file, and it can also be sent through electronic mail. There are two major types of letters. The first type is formal letters, and the second type is informal letters. What are formal letters? A formal letter is a letter written to someone you do not know, usually in pursuit of some specific end. Sometimes you are writing to some office and you don't know who is sitting there. Just you send the letter addressing the main head of the institution or the designatory. Whatever and whoever is sitting there, your letter will be taken as a regard. Then informal letters. An informal letter is a letter you would write to a friend, to somebody who is dear to you, a family member, a member of your family, or some person who has just a few things you know about him, or you can take it as an acquaintance. Then sometimes types of these letters are counted in this way. There are business letters, there are official letters, there are personal letters. If we talk to consider both of the types, so all types are integrated here together. One thing we should keep in our minds, business letters can only be formal letters, because business letters just deal with some format, with some specific language, and only one point of discussion can be seen there. And there are formal ways in writing such type of letters. Second, official letters. These type of letters can also be taken formal, and only letters from one designatory to another, and from one office to another office, and you are writing such letters to some office. So all these letters can be taken as official letters, and the language of these type of letters are just formal, and specific language is there, some specific format is used there. So keep this thing in your mind. All business and official letters are formal letters. They cannot be called informal letters. The third type is personal letters. These are the letters a person writes to some other person. If the other person is friend of him, definitely this type of letter will be informal. If the person is writing a letter to somebody who is new to him, definitely he will use some formal language to express his views on certain matters. So personal letters can be both formal and informal. Components of a letter. A letter has different components. Without these components, no letter can be formed. For example, address of addresser. Addresser is the person who is addressing in a letter, a person who is writing the letter. Address of addressee. The addresser is addressing the addressee. Addressee means a man who is receiving the letter. Then we must put some date in the letter. Then salutation. It means we should address somebody with some salutation, for example, my dear friend, my dear father, etc. Subscription. Subscription means at the end you write your name. For example, you write yours affectionately XYZ. So subscription is here, salutation is here, date is here, address of addressee and address of addresser. All these 5 components are necessary to make an effective letter. First of all, formal letter. What is the structure of a formal letter? Definitely the same components are here, but our dealing with these components can be different, can be specific according to the situation. Here is a little format of a formal letter. Formal letter is here. It is the format of a formal letter. Examination hall, your own address. Examination hall ABC, June 2, 2020. It is address of the addresser. Then the editor, the Dawn, Lahore, because it is a letter to an editor. So the editor, the Dawn, Lahore. It is address of the addressee. Then subject is here in front of you, increasing unemployment in the country. Then dear sir, it is salutation. And at the end you are saying yours faithfully XYZ, it is subscription. One thing you must know, in these days in some board exams it is a common practice, the address of the addresser is given on the left side. Actually it will make you towards the draft or block drafting, and in the block drafting it is written on the left side. On the left side you will write examination hall ABC June 2 2020 and then yours faithfully XYZ. All these things, for example the address of the addresser and the subscription must go towards left side. But when you are writing something in your handwriting, it is not compulsory. Now moving towards structure of an informal letter. In an informal letter, the same components are there: address of addresser, address of addressee, date, salutation, subscription. Address of addresser is there. Addresser is the person who is addressing, who is writing the letter. It must be there. Address of addressee is not written in the letter, but on the envelope it is written. Then date is there, salutation and subscription. Now look at the format of an informal letter. Examination hall ABC June 2 2020, it is address of the addresser. Then on the other side, my dear mother, it is salutation. And subscription is there, yours affectionately or your affectionate son XYZ. One thing keep in your mind, a common mistake is made by different students. Sometimes they write yours son. It is wrong. If you are writing your son, you must write your son, not yours son. Your son, your affectionate son can be written, but if you are writing some adverb ending with ly, here you can see affectionately, with that you can use yours affectionately or your affectionate son XYZ. Here you can also write your son. Sometimes students try to write affectionate and they make mistake in writing. Here another format, it is a format of an informal letter to a friend. My dear friend. If you are writing my dear friend, you will write yours sincerely or your sincere friend XYZ. With kins you will write affectionately, but with friends you will write sincerely. Dear students, we have learned many things in today's lecture. We learned what is a letter. What is the definition of a letter? Any written message, handwritten or printed on a paper for communication, is called a letter. What is the basic difference between a formal and an informal letter? Definitely formal letters have some specific language, some specific format, some specific target to be addressed, but in an informal letter, we are free to write anything in any way, and we can use any local language. We can include different words of emotion, etc. So informal letters are quite different from formal letters. Then we have learned what are the components of a formal letter. Definitely we know there are 5 components of formal and informal letters both, but our treatment with these components can be different. For example, writing the address of addressee is different from writing the address of addressee in a formal letter and in an informal letter. In an informal letter, we write the address of the addressee on the envelope. So next question is, how is to write an informal letter? When we write an informal letter, we should show our keen interest, because we are writing to our dear ones, we are writing to our kins, our friends. So we need to put our emotions there, our feelings there. We should try our best to engage our addressees, feel like they are our own. So in an informal letter, we should be so concerned with our addressees. What type of business and official letters? We have also discussed today our business and official letters are formal letters, and they are written in a specific style, in a specific format, in a specific way, and specific language is used there, and just one target agenda must be kept in our mind when we are writing some business or official letter. At the last, what type of a personal letter we have discussed today? A personal letter is written by a person to some other person, and he might be his friend, he might be his family member, he might be some acquaintance. So you need to write personal letters. Sometimes we write letters to strangers. So in this way, situation can be different. When we are writing to our friends or family members, we are writing informal letters. When we are writing to some strangers, definitely our language must be formalized. Dear students, at the end of my lesson, I am giving you a piece of advice. Please listen to my lecture carefully, then you will be able to do this home assignment. You are advised to write a letter to your mother telling her about the test you have just taken. It is home assignment for you. Please write it yourself. This letter is available. Definitely this letter is very much there in your book of grammar and composition. You may take an idea from there, but try to be creative and write the letter in your own interesting way. Inshallah, you will be able to write an effective letter. Then you are required to send me your letters on my personal number, so I can check the creative work you are putting up. Thank you very much. All the students are required to view this lesson again and again, and they are required to understand these concepts. If you feel any problem, you can ask me. I am very much there in the group, and you will be able to ask anything you want. Please do subscribe, do share, do comment on my lesson. It will make me definitely it will make me able to make more effective videos for you. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.